Hey, what's up guys? JWhisp here, and welcome to episode 3 of the Minecraft 1.18 Survival Let's Play. Oh, looks like we have a visitor. Hello, you have any good trades for us? Ooh, moss. Moss might be nice. However, I don't have any emeralds, and I probably won't find any for a while, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need your leads for something I'm gonna do later on. I'm sorry, I don't mean to do this. I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the leads. I'm gonna let the llamas do their own thing. Normally I would try to take the llamas, but I'll let them be, and hopefully they don't attack me. So here we are in episode 3, and we accomplished a lot in the past 2 episodes, but something a lot of people commented in episode 1 and episode 2 was the fact that I got a horse in episode 1 and left it all the way in a village on the other side of the meadow biome, and I did this intentionally because, unfortunately, horses are kind of useless in Minecraft 1.18. Now, let me explain. I love horses, so don't get me wrong, but in 1.18 with the new insane terrain generation, most of the terrain is like this. You have huge expanses of mountains and hills and giant ravines and fjords and everything like that, and when you're on a horse, it makes it very hard to traverse the terrain. You know, when I'm just on my feet like this, I can easily jump around, make myself dizzy, moving around, you know, very easily up and down these mountains. But for a horse, even though a horse has more jump, they're larger and they make it a little harder to navigate these huge areas. So I left the horse there on purpose, but we're gonna go pick him up really fast. Now, while we're over here, I want to talk about sort of my plans for the future. Last episode I was talking about I'm not sure what to do with my starter house, and I think I'm just gonna leave it as a little cabin in the woods in the mountains when I need to escape my main base. However, for my main base, I really want a sort of medieval themed kingdom, and right now my plan is to build it on top of this sort of high meadow biome up here, because I like this area. Plus we have this giant village on the side of the cliff here that looks pretty cool, and I think we could really do something awesome with this by transforming these houses and making this area look a lot better. Besides that, we have this little low region right around here and right over here, and I think what I'll do in those 2 regions is plant a bunch of wheat to feed ourselves and feed our villagers, and that'll be our main food source. We'll work on that a little bit today. There's also something really awesome behind me I want to show off, but I'll show it off in just a little bit after I get my horse. Right over here is the other village where my horse should be. Now this village, I don't really want to do anything with. I think I'll just let it be. But I don't know. Maybe if I think of any plans for it in the future, I might mess around with it. But yeah, horses aren't inherently bad, you know, all the time, because if you're in an area like this, you know, flat, pretty, you know, wide open, horses are great to move around. But if you want to go long distances, if you want to explore multiple biomes, you know, especially with so many more mountains and hills and peaks and stuff like that, horses are definitely not the move. My main mode of transportation will probably just be walking, and also my elytra whenever we acquire that in the future. But I need your help. Before I get my horse, I want you guys to brainstorm for me. Let me know if you guys have any good horse names. Obviously, maybe you can't think of a good name until we actually see the horse. But yeah, if you have any good names for this horse, anything you want me to name this horse, let me know down in the comments below. I don't have any name tags yet, but hopefully we can get some soon and give this horse an official name. But until then, you know, we can still call it something. It still deserves a name, you know what I mean? And here we go, he's right here. How you doing, buddy? Now this horse is pretty good because this is a pretty fast horse, plus its jump is pretty dang good, so I'm happy with this. But yeah, there's this village over here. Not much that's too useful, but I will take some of this wheat and carrots because I do want to plant a lot of wheat. I'll need wheat for food in the future, but also I want to make a little bit of a cow farm, and for that we'll need wheat. I want to start working with cows so that I can not only get steak for food, but we need leather for our enchanting table. You know, I always, at the beginning of Survival Let's Plays, I always rush getting enchanted diamond armor pretty much as fast as I can. I mean, we got diamonds in episode 2. We already have a diamond pickaxe. We already have like 9 more diamonds in my chest. So yeah, diamonds, pretty useful. And you know, I always rush them early on just because, I don't know, I like to get geared up and protected as soon as I can. That way, going forward in the future, I can focus on other things like build projects, and I don't have to worry about my gear and armor and stuff like that. That's just how I work. Okay, come here, horsey. I'm gonna take you over the river. See? Yeah, with this new terrain, horses just are kind of hard to work with. I think I'll wait off a while before getting fully enchanted netherite armor, but as for diamond, I want to get it pretty quickly. I don't have to have it fully enchanted, but I at least want some decent diamond armor, and that's because I also want to do a lot of live streams in this world, and most of my live streams are going to be pretty much just mining, resource gathering, exploring, and talking to you guys in chat. But I don't really want to do a lot of that, nor can I do a lot of that until I get some pretty good enchanted diamond armor. I'm not sure if I'll be able to bring my horse across the ravine, so I might just leave it at this, high point right over here in the meadow biome. Before we work on things in this episode, though, I want to go just on the other side of this meadow and show you guys some awesome terrain generation I found, because I want your advice as to what you think I should do with it. Okay, let's try to make this. Okay, we did it. That made me nervous. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. We'll have to be more careful. But let's steal a bed really fast just because it's getting kind of late. And let's head over on top of this hill. Also in this video, I am going to make just a small villager breeder. I'm going to show you guys the most basic form of a villager breeder. Just because, now that I have these 2 villages found and we have a lot of villagers, I want to keep my villager populations high. And so a villager breeder will be nice just to make sure that I always have, a little bit of extra villagers just in case some die or something like that. Can never have enough seeds. We're gonna need a lot of seeds for this wheat farm I want to make. Alright, we just slept to make it day, and I want to show this off. So, right over here is a really awesome area. We have this, I don't even know what to call it. I don't really want to call it a valley, but this sort of giant crater in the middle of all these huge mountains, and I think down here could be a really nice area for a village or kingdom. I'm not sure if I want to make my main base here, or maybe we'll just make some fun builds. I'm not sure, but this is an absolutely awesome area. I have this vision of there being a giant waterfall right here flowing into a big lake, having tons of houses and farms and stuff down here. I don't know, I think it could just be really, really nice and cool looking. But now that I've showed that off, let's head back to our base and get started with some things I want to accomplish today. Today I don't have any big projects in mind, but more so just a lot of little small projects I want to work on here around the world to sort of get us started for some big projects later on. I really need to make a bridge to get from one side of this mountain to the other because, man, this has been a struggle. Maybe that's something we can also work on today. Like, could you imagine trying to get a horse from one side of this to another? Man, it would be impossible. Alright, so first on the agenda is dealing with these cows. I'm not sure what I want to do permanently. I mean, I won't always need a cow farm. Once I get my enchanting table and bookshelves, we should be in a pretty good space. But for now, let's just work on making a little, I don't know, I guess just a cow pen. It doesn't have to be anything big. Let's just put it right around here. And don't know why these cows are following me, but let's just do this and boom. Okay, sweet. So I have this wheat. Let's at least get 2 cows and we should be all good. Once we get them inside, we can start breeding them. And I will make a cow crusher in the future, which is, the entity cramming farm where you just shove cows into a 1-block space, breed them, and they pretty much just give you unlimited food and leather. But for now, we're just gonna make a normal farm. Come on, get inside here. Okay, one at a time. Come on, cow. Get in here. There you go, and boom. Let's make some babies. Boom. Let's feed them a bit, and there we go. Okay, so we have the cows in there, and that means that we need a consistent source of wheat to be able to breed them. So let's get a bucket. Let's get some hose. We'll get a bucket. We'll get some tools, and we'll make ourselves a farm. So I'm going to make ourselves a pretty giant wheat farm. It's not going to all come together today. It'll take time. But the reason I'm doing this is not only so that we always have food and our villagers always have food, but so that it looks cool as well. If you guys have ever made like giant wheat fields, I don't know. It just looks really, really nice. Okay, we're definitely going to have to build a bridge across this giant ravine because I can't be doing this every time I need to go from one side to another. I'm not a great bridge builder, but I will definitely try my best. Also, I don't know how this llama got all the way down here. What is he doing? Bro, why are you down here? What are you up to? I don't know how you scaled that entire mountain, but I'm kind of impressed. Oh dang, it is cow heaven over here, but thankfully, I don't need any of these cows, so I can take all of their goodies for myself. Oh, and there's a bee nest, okay. Let's see what kind of leather and food we can get from these cows. I'd like to get an enchantment table going pretty soon, even if I don't have many bookshelves. Just basic little enchantments. Usually the way I work in Minecraft worlds is I try to get diamonds enough for a full set of armor and tools, and my first set, I usually just give level 1 enchantments, like, you know, Unbreaking 1, Efficiency 1, stuff like that, Protection 1, and then once I have that full set of diamond armor, I work on my second set, which is, you know, fully, perfectly enchanted to level 30, Prot 4 and Breaking 3, you know, Efficiency 5, all that stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna break this bee nest, and hopefully I don't get attacked. Okay, I don't think there's any bees coming after me. So this is pretty much the plan. I'm gonna start over here and try to level out this area for the most part, and pretty much just start placing wheat all over the place. Oh, I need another bucket for an infinite water source, but yeah, that's pretty much my plan. And these two like huge areas are just gonna be giant wheat fields. I might occasionally make some small shacks for some villagers to live in, just like farming villagers, so that, you know, they can farm the area, make it look nice, get some food, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know, I think it should be pretty fun. Alright, well, it's almost night and I didn't bring my bed, so I'm gonna go to this village and steal another bed before I get to work. Okay, so this is pretty much what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna do this little area just to start, but, you know, I want this entire little flat area to be a bunch of wheat, and once it's all fully grown, that's when it looks really good. Like right now, it doesn't look that good. Not all the soil's saturated with water, the seeds aren't grown at all, but when it's fully grown and you look at it, it just looks so pretty. The giant wheat fields, I don't know, they really just add some nice detail to your world, and I feel like everyone could, I don't know, use a nice big wheat field. Plus, you don't have to harvest it if you don't want to, but if you do need food, then you have a huge source of food right there to give you tons of bread. Okay, that's all the seeds I have for now. I still have a couple places left unfinished, but as this fully grows, I'll come back here, harvest it. You know, at that point, we'll have more seeds, which we can expand this even further and make this whole area a huge wheat field. And I think it'll look pretty nice. Alright, so what I have done is I went to the other village, not the one I'm in right now, but the one way over there, and I stole all their beds. Besides that, I also have some carrots, I have a water bucket, I have a hoe, I have some torches, and I'm gonna make the pretty simple, easy villager breeder. I usually make this, you know, at the beginning of all my survival let's plays, and let's just do it. Let's do it inside this little hill right here. I don't know. All you really need for a village breeder, all you need, I guess, is beds. You can have as many villagers as you have beds, and you can simply just give villagers bread if you want. That works. Or what you can do is give the villagers a food source that they can farm, and you can use a composter, and the villagers will get the food themselves. So, for example, you can use like carrots. Carrots are the good one. That's what I like. Wheat. The issue with wheat is, you know, villagers don't like make bread on their own. So, but you can just, you know, give villagers bread, and they'll reproduce. You also need to make sure that if you're building this in an enclosed area like I am inside of here, that your ceiling is at least 3 blocks high, because there needs to not only be room for the villagers to sleep, but the villagers need to have room to stand on top of their beds. So we'll have to raise this ceiling 1 block. I'm not going to make this too big, just pretty small. I am going to put a small farm in here, but I also have some bread of my own, just to give to the villagers to sort of, I don't know, kickstart the breeding process. So what I'm actually going to do is, I would recommend using a minecart or boat or something to get your villagers in your breeder if you're copying this design. But what I'm going to do is just steal a few beds from the village. And I'm actually not going to place them in my breeder. But the reason I'm doing this is because now, at least in this immediate village, there are more villagers than there are beds. And the villagers are going to look for beds. So instead of wandering off aimlessly, they're going to come into here and make these beds their new home. So I think that's the best way to go about this. So that way there'll be villagers in here. I'm just going to put a door on. If villagers end up not taking hold in this little area and I do need to do something else, then, you know, I'll do it if I have to. But what we're going to do is just put a small little farm in here, and I'll put a door on the front, and we should pretty much be good to go. Villager breeders are really easy. I might make an actual, like, large, nice-looking, pretty villager breeder sometime in the future. But for right now, we should be good. And, oh no, I need one more piece of dirt. Okay, let's do that. Did we get it? Yes, there it is. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to make the farm, and make sure you have light sources in here, just so this stuff can grow if it needs to. Boom. Let's use our hoe. And we'll plant some carrots. Oh, I also need to get myself a composter. I'm being a little risky putting the bed right next to the farm because the villagers might jump on the crops, but, you know, it's okay. So, we have a bit of wood. We'll do that. Let's get ourselves a crafting table, and we'll make ourselves a composter. It's just like this, right? Slabs, and then like this. Oh, that's a barrel. How do you make... What's the composter recipe? I forget. It is... Oh, it's all slabs, just like that. Okay. Well, we'll get some more slabs. Boom, and there we go. Composter. So I'll put the composter there. I'll leave the crafting table. I don't really need it. And so villagers should eventually make their way into this farm. Hopefully, that's the goal. We'll see. I'll make them a little walkway. Hopefully they come up here. Yeah, see, we're okay. We already got one. He's going to try to take on the job of the farmer, right? Boom. Okay, so I'll give him some bread to start. Hopefully... Oh, do you not want it? Come on, take some bread. There you go. Okay. Now with some bread, now that the villagers have some food, they should start hopefully working on all that stuff. Wait, did I put carrots in this farm? Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, he's got an emerald. Can I have that, sir? No. Okay. Unfortunate. Well, we'll do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Villager breeders are super easy. Again, you can get as many villagers as you have beds. So 20 beds. The villagers will breed up to 20 villagers. All they need is a food source. You can give them bread yourself or give them a crop that they can eat. And it's pretty simple. As long as you have a composter, you're all set. And remember the note about the beds. I've had a lot of people that make indoor villager breeders like me, but they tend to forget that you need to leave some room above the beds for the villagers to sort of jump and be on top of the beds, or else they won't breed. Okay, so next on the agenda is we definitely need a bridge crossing this giant area. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do it, where I'm gonna put it, what I'm gonna make it out of. I have some random blocks, but I'm gonna try my best, and I think I'm just gonna start winging it, building it randomly, hoping it turns out well, and I will keep you guys updated with the process. So here's pretty much how I'm going about this. For the main part of the bridge, I'm just using my water to sort of get myself to a lower level and then place another slab, and then I have to break it from underneath. So it takes a little bit, but I'm making this bridge 4 blocks wide, and it's going to be a pretty simple design. So we have that, we can get our water. Uh-oh. Well, okay, thankfully I'm right here, but we can jump back up here. It's gonna take me a little bit, but it's gonna look nice. So we have this, and then basically how this is gonna work is the bridge is gonna swoop down, and then it's gonna make its way back up to the top there. And then once we're done with the actual main part of the bridge, what I'll do is we'll go back and add some details. We might add some railings or some guards on the side, might add some light sources. I don't know, I'm just gonna mess around with it, see what blocks I can, use. I don't have access to many blocks yet since we just sort of started in this world, so this bridge may be a work in progress over time. We don't have to finish it today, but I'm gonna try my best to make it look nice. Okay, we put all the materials in the chest. It's a brand new day, so let's check out the bridge build. Now, I actually did mess up a little bit. I should have started from the higher mountain instead of the lower one, so I had to break a few blocks, but it wasn't anything crazy. Right now, the bridge is pretty much just spruce slabs, spruce fences, and lanterns, but it looks alright. It's not the best, but once I get more blocks, I want to decide what I want to do with it. I think what might look kind of nice is maybe once I get vines, put some vines off the edge, put some string underneath them so they don't grow too long, and so it'll look a bit overgrown. But it's definitely a nice bridge. I added some fences, kind of hard to see for support, just so it didn't look like this bridge was totally hanging off of nothing. And overall, it's pretty nice. The fences actually do keep me, inside. I'm not going to fall off. And yeah, what's also nice about the bridge is, man, it has a fantastic view on both sides. So this is a pretty scenic and nice bridge, and so now I can finally get from that village, which has my wheat farm, my villager breeder, my villagers, and eventually my kingdom, to this side. Now we still have one more bridge to build, because I want another bridge from this high top mountain area to that one. So we'll probably build a bridge from like maybe here to right over there, which is where my main kingdom will be, like closed off walls, big villager houses, medieval themed, stuff like that. And it should look pretty nice. So this world is definitely coming along really nicely, but I'm really just excited for the future to see how this whole area develops and looks once it's all fully built. It's gonna look absolutely amazing. Well, with that, I'm going to say goodbye for the end of this Minecraft day. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Lots of fun little projects we worked on, and things are really coming along. But let me know in the comments before you go, what do you think of my ideas for my future? Or what do you think about a name for the horse? Any good suggestions? I really need a good one. But that's all for today's episode. If you are enjoying the series, consider leaving a like on the video and also subscribing on the channel. It really does make my day, and I really appreciate it. Also, all my social media links are down in the description if you want to follow me on any other platforms. But that's all for today. My name is JWhisp, and I will see you guys all in the next episode.